Hi Virgo, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn, Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you have been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, what I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at those. Are we looking at life, love, career, health? And then I will clarify with various oracle decks. So let's see what's going. Okay, there's the first one. See what's going on with Virgos for, gosh, we're looking at the second half of May. So the Ace of Swords, I don't want all those. The Ace of Swords in reverse came up first. So this is your first card. So, okay, so I feel like I'm hearing I stuck a fork in it. And I'm done. So, because if you look at this, it is a sword, but it feels like you went, I am done with this. You are done. You are finished. You are over with something. What are you done and over and finished with? Let's see. What else is coming up for Virgo? What are you done and over and finished with? Knight of Wands. Slow movement, making a move forward, slow movement. Let's keep going. What else is going on with Virgos? Oh, there's a Five of Swords. I don't feel like that needs to come in, but I want this one. Temperance in reverse. So that has to do with balance. Okay, so you are done and over having no balance and being out of balance in your life. So you have been way out of balance for a little bit too long. And you are putting an end to that. So I feel like I am seeing you, it's kind of like you were like this for a little while. And I can remember all of the videos that I have done for the last 3 or 4 months was how out of balance you were. So now it feels like I feel like I'm seeing a plate and the plate is over full and has way too much food on it. And you are taking stuff off your plate so you can start seeing more white from the plate. White means quiet time. So you're like on a mission to remove anything and everything that does not need to be on your plate. Do I want that one? I want this one. Six of Pentacles. And I feel like that has to do with, it's kind of like, you know what? Everything doesn't have to be revolve around money. Because I feel like in the past, it's always been juggling, trying to, make money and pay the bills and everything. And for some reason, I feel like you're all of a sudden deciding, you know what, everything doesn't have to revolve around making money. All of my activities do not have to revolve around making money to pay the bills. There's more to life than that. Do I want those? No. What else we got going on here? Okay, 2 of those. 7 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you're just kind of like, I'm done fighting off the feelings that I have had that have kept me in that mode of fear. It feels like there was a lot of fear energy, and it was like, oh my God, if I don't keep up on everything, and if I take my eye off the ball for just 1 second, everything's gonna fall apart. And that's the feeling that I'm getting. And you finally went, I am taking my eyes off the ball for a little while, and I let them fall where they go because I can't do this anymore. And then the Tower card came up. So it's kind of like you're going, and if the tower falls, let it fall, because I am not happy with the way things have been. And I'm going to let go of some control here and let the chips fall where they may. That is the feeling that I am getting there. So, so that feels like a major accomplishment because I understand Virgos have a lot of control issues, and for them to let their hands off the steering wheel and let the car figure out where it's going to go by itself is very painful because that's scary for you. But it's kind of like you're exhausted. I mean, it just feels like, like what I feel like I'm seeing is like you've been driving and 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 driving. And you're finally like, I need to take a nap. I'm pulling over to the side of the road. I'm just going to let go of the wheel for a while and I'm just going to relax for a while. That is the feeling that I am getting. All right, so what emotions am I getting from Virgos right now? What are the emotions that are going on that decided that finally, God, cards are falling out. Hang on a second. I'm taking this one. Trapped. Okay, so that to me makes me feel like you realized you were on a hamster wheel that was going nowhere. And it feels like you were on this hamster wheel and you're watching everybody else that's not on the hamster wheel enjoying their life and doing fun things. And it's like all of a sudden you're like going, I'm getting off this hamster wheel. I want to do what they're doing because I'm not going anyplace, you know. It's and that's the feeling I'm getting. And you're excited, elated, thrilled, and enthusiastic about having some new things, a new way of thinking, a new way of just doing things, going someplace instead of not going any place and feeling like you're caught up in this trap of a hamster wheel. It feels like you're like, I'm seeing all these people out there running around, eating their cheese and having a good time. Longing in the reverse position. And I feel like that is saying that you got tired of longing. You got tired of longing for things that never seemed to happen. And it's like you've made this mental decision, I'm going to try things a different way because the way I've been doing it for so long has not gotten me where I wanted to go. And inadequate came up in the upright position. So I feel like one of the reasons that you guys work so hard on everything that you do is like you have this air of inadequateness inside of you. That's one of the reasons why you are such control freaks, is because you, let me see how they say in this. Something came in and then it went in and out as fast as it came in. While you may feel inadequate inside, I'll be damned if I'm going to let the rest of the world see that I am inadequate about anything. That's one of the reasons you are overachievers. That's why people are overachievers, is because they feel inadequate inside. And they're like going, I'm going to go over and above the call of duty to make sure no one ever accuses me of being inadequate. And first of all, let me say this. If somebody calls you inadequate, that's kind of their shit. And that's stuff that they are putting on you. But if you take that in and you accept what they say, then that's as much on you as it is on them. People can have opinions about you that are negative, and that doesn't mean that's what you are or who you are or anything like that. So it feels to me like you take in, you value people's opinions a little bit too much, and you worry too much about what other people think of you. And that's where that inadequateness comes from, that maybe, years ago when you were a child or someone, your teacher made a comment that made you feel inadequate, or your friends made you feel inadequate, your parents made you feel inadequate, and you have kept that with you your whole life. That is buried down deep inside, and it is like a dandelion that is never going to die. It is like in there by the roots. And the only way you're going to get rid of that is if you go in and you pull that sucker out by the roots. You are not inadequate. Nobody else thinks you're inadequate. And if they do think you're inadequate, well, fuck them. You know what? Who are they? A jackass, I'm sure. Loving in the reverse. Devoted, affectionate, and tender. But it was in the reverse. So what is that? Okay, so I just feel like that was because you tend to overcommit and not relax, and sometimes you get a little cranky with the people in your life because you're not giving yourself. You need to be more loving towards yourself and the people in your immediate life, because so that's one of the reasons to pull back on the overcommitment and the going all the time, is so you can give some of that love to yourself and to the immediate people in your family, because it's like by the end of the day, this is what it feels like. It's like I feel like I see you collapse on the couch. You have been doing something for everybody else all day long, everybody but yourself, and you collapse on the couch at the end of the night, and you are so exhausted that you fall asleep in bed at night, and you start all over the next day, and you're getting really tired of that. I'm like, there's one person in my life, I do not know what her sign is. I'm going to have to check and see what sign she is, because I feel like that's how she does her life. And I always worry about her, because I just worry that she is just going to fall dead of a heart attack one day, because she is just going, and always doing stuff for other people. And it just makes me nervous. Depressed. So you've been feeling depressed. And part of that feeling of being depressed, and I feel like that's kind of on the inside. If you talk to anybody else, they would not describe you as depressed. This feels like a feeling on the inside. This feeling of, I feel like there's more to life than what I've been doing, but I don't know how to get there. And so you're making steps to try to get there. That's one of the first steps of letting go of the wheel and let the chips fall where they may. That is like it is one of your first efforts to try to get that dark feeling of like, there's got to be more to life than there is out of your heart area. But like I said, it doesn't feel like other people in, hang on a second. My one deck's back here. I got way too many cards, and I try to bring the ones up front that I want to use, and then I forgot. So let me think about this. Okay, so we already know that you're letting off the wheel, and we know what your emotions are. Do I want to do blocks? No, I don't. That does not feel right at the moment. For some reason, I want to do my true love. Okay, that's why. This is what the universe wants you to start doing for yourself. We're not going to talk about blocks today. This is more about self-love, self-care, and what the universe wants you to do for yourself, to take better care of yourself. Now that you're getting off the hamster wheel, what does the universe have to say that they would like you to start doing for yourself? This is like some self-care stuff. What do they want you to do? I'm going to do these and some new cards I got the other day. So what does the universe want to say? Because these are true love cards. So if you truly love yourself, you're going to start doing some of this. That one feels like it wants to come out. Sexuality. So, okay, so this is going to get a little graphic here. If you do not have a partner, I'm going to, like, trying to think how to say this. If you do not have a partner, start trying to enjoy yourself sexually more. You can do that in a couple of more ways. One, you can dress sexier and feel into that feminine power more. If you're a guy watching this, you know what I'm talking about. If you are in a partnership and you're not getting satisfied sexually, then I feel like you need to figure out why you're not, because that is a part of enjoying life, I believe. Having a good sex life is part of enjoying life. And if you don't have a partner, and then go about it however you want to. God, I don't know why I'm like really tripping up over having this conversation. And if you have a partner, schedule dates, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. That card came out. So spiritual maturity. Okay, so this is a couple that is climbing up a mountain. How am I see if you're spending more time on yourself? No, I don't. I feel like it's not about the picture. It's about the spiritual maturity. By you deciding to spend more time on yourself, that is being spiritually mature, because you are letting go of the old paradigm. Okay, that makes sense. You're letting go of the old paradigm and realizing that you being happy as a whole person is more important than the way you have been living life. And so that this step towards making yourself happy is a step towards spiritual maturity. Okay, what else do you have to say here? This one. Manifestation. So I feel like if you let go of the wheel and you let the universe, if you start working with the universe on manifesting, you will start to see that everything you need is going to start coming your way. And you have been operating on the old programming of you have to do everything, and you have to make sure it happens, and you're kind of flipping the switch and realizing that you don't have to be in charge of everything. That maybe if you join forces with the universe, they have some great things planned and they will help you get where you want to go. You don't have to do everything by yourself, but I feel like you have felt in the past you did have to do everything yourself. So I feel like that's the universe is going, you know, we're here for you. If you would just ask us, we will help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. You don't have to do this. You don't have to drive by yourself all day long without any help. We will help you get to your destination, and we will help you drive your car, basically. What is this? Creativity. One of the things that will happen when you take some of the stuff off of your plate is you are going to start becoming more creative, because your mind is going to be freed up of some of the day-to-day, I got to be here next, I got to be here next, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this, the constant mind chatter that you have, and some creative stuff from the universe. They've probably been trying to give you signs for months, and you have just been so busy up in your head doing everything. I heard yesterday Virgos and Libras are the worst about being up in their heads. I'm a Libra, so I can totally agree with that. And the last one is emotional freedom. So by letting go of the wheel and working on yourself, you're going to be getting into your emotions are probably going to be a lot better. Stress and anxiety is going to be thrown out the window, and joy and happiness is coming your way. So just keep that in mind. That's in the way when you ask the universe to join you on this trip, or let the universe take you on the trip. However you want to do that. Join forces with the universe. That's what I feel like I need to say is join forces with the universe, and things will magically appear and happen. Okay, what else? This is last words. Oh God, it's 21 minutes. Let me get a couple of cards. These are angel therapy cards. Any last words of advice that you want for Virgos? I want this one. Okay, 2. Okay, release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. And the last one is manifestation power, which I just kind of talked about. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So if you let the universe help you drive, you're going to be able to manifest what you want. You're not going to have to work so hard at getting what you want. You're going to be able to bring it in instead of make it happen. There's a difference. And the sooner that you realize the difference between bringing it in and making it happen, the quicker a lot of anxiety and stress will go away. I feel like that's what most people have been doing their whole life, is like going, I'm going to make this happen. And when you flip the switch and you're kind of like, I'm just going to let this come in, things happen magically. So anyway, all right, that's enough for Virgo. I will see you guys. Oh my God, we're talking about 1st of June. All right, I'll see you guys in June. Bye.